Hey, Doc Jones here from the Homegrown Herbalist School of Botanical Medicine, and this is California poppy. So California poppy is a Schultzia californica, and it's a poppy, like the poppies that they make opium out of and heroin and stuff. It's a very common wild plant in the western states, obviously in California, that's why they call it that, but you can find it in Utah and Arizona and places like that as well. I've never seen it in the wild, but it's easy to grow, and it's in a lot of places. If you're warm enough, it's a perennial. If it's too cold, then it's an annual, but it's a self-seeding annual in most cases, so you'll probably have it anyway, even though it's not overwintering as a root. So this is the flower. It's got 4 petals, which is typical of the family, and then as the flower petals fall off, you get this little cone-shaped seed pod, which extends and lengthens until you get this long seed pod that looks sort of like a banana. But, so what's it for? Well, what part do you use, first of all? You use the whole thing. All right, all the aerial parts of the plant, cut it right down to the dirt, and that's the medicine, okay? Leaf and flower at any stage. I usually harvest it when it's flowering, but you can harvest it whenever you want. And it's a narcotic, okay? And so it's, now before you get too excited and think the DEA is going to come over with flamethrowers and bulldozers, it's not that great of a narcotic, okay? So it's not a fun narcotic, it's a medicinal narcotic. And so, but it is good for pain. It's mildly sedating as well, so it's good for insomnia. It's good for anxiety and panic attacks, things like that. This is a plant you want to be a little careful with if you're combining it with other plants that are sedating, because you get a cumulative effect, right? So if you're taking a sleep aid, a pharmaceutical sleep aid, I wouldn't take valerian with that or California poppy with that or something, because you're going to get an additive effect. Also, these are plants that it'd probably be a great idea not to take right before you have general anesthesia, right? In fact, I recommend not doing anything herbal for about a week before you have any kind of surgical procedure. Yeah, so it's narcotic, it's sedating, it's calming, it's good for pain as well. Did I say that? Pain is good. I mean, it's good for pain. Pain's not good. But, and you can use it as a tincture. You can make a tea. It's safe enough and mild enough that you can use it even on small children. Okay, so it's not a dangerous, potentially addictive thing like its, Afghanistani cousins are. It's a very mild, safe plant. There's one difficulty with it is if you are giving it to a child, it takes 3 adults to do that. 2 of them to hold the child and the other one to give him the stuff, because it tastes really, really awful. But other than that, you can work through that. Yeah, great plant. It's also good topically. It has some antifungal and antibacterial properties. So if people use it for like ringworm, sometimes when other things won't work, this will work on ringworm. Or if you have a persistent infection on your skin, that might be good for that too. Anyway, the whole plant's the medicine, like I said. You can tincture it fresh, you can dry it and tincture it, you can make a tea, you can put it in capsules, you can do whatever you want to get it into you. But California poppy.